All right, God of High School episode was this
6?
6? I think it was 6, right?
Yeah.
So 6, bruh. So much stuff happened. It was ridiculous. Like
I don't know
it
where to
was
start
ridiculous.
because it was like
Like
it was so much. It was filling in a lot of the story that we were missing for like the past 6-7 episodes. Like
Yeah.
it gave us a whole lot of
whole lot.
information, and it was a
But-
lot to unpack.
It like gave us more information, then it also made me have more
Made more
questions.
questions,
I was
yeah.
just like, what? And like it was all, and then like it I mean, obviously we can go through it, but it ended like, all right, cool, we about to scrap again. I'm like, yo, so it's like y'all gave us all
Straight
this
to the
information, right? Information overload, information dump, and then it's like, all right, cool, we back to the hands. And it's like, I appreciate y'all for that, but like, hold up, let me ponder on all this stuff y'all just happened, right? So all right, so I took some little notes. So I will look down, real quick and look back up. But first thing, Jin's granddaddy. We saw Jin's granddaddy.
Right. So in the beginning, he was out there with your
out there
boys.
with the Colt, right?
At the time, right now we're gonna call him the Colt. We find out what they actually call it later. So
yeah, the
so
Colt.
the Colt's is out there.
It's inside there with granddaddy. They're like, oh, you need to join us. We need to do what we say. He like, nah. Ends up kicking like 100 of them. Like he does a kick and like all of them laid out. Like Colt is done.
So that's
right?
the thing, though. So I because I went back and I rewatched it, and I think he missed. Like I think they went back to the mountain, like that little mountaintop.
But
It was the same dude.
No, it was the same dude. So I thought, the way I looked at it was he like hit like 50 of them, but there was still like 50 more at the top of the mountain. Or
So maybe he missed the one dude.
He missed the main dude, the dude in the red cloak. He didn't get him, but like I feel like he killed or not maybe knocked out like 50 underlings, and then but there's like 50 more underlings, and the main dude left too.
It was hard to tell because you couldn't see nothing. Like it was like he obliterated the whole thing, so it's hard to tell like if he really hit him or not, or if they all just kind of like
teleport away. Yeah. And then my man summoned like a mile-foot sword, bro, like this mega sword that came down. But the thing was, Jin Daddy didn't like he was scared or nothing. He just kind of was like whatever.
Word,
okay, word. That's what we're doing now. Okay, cool, right? So I mean, and we call him Jin's granddaddy. His granddaddy. So I was like, what? So that whole thing is like beforehand it was like scrapping with a little bit of like magical anime power elements. And now it's just like all out the bag, bro.
Well,
like,
it seemed like they're opening up the world to us. Now, Now we're learning more about the two factions that's going on right now.
So in the middle of like that announcement of the tournament, they're like, okay, cool. We're gonna go from a one person from the top of every school to the top 3. So it just kind of just switched it. And so Mira slapped up that dude that Jin had slapped up and become the third person.
They had to fight for the position.
They had to fight position, right? So it's Mira, Jin, and Han. They the 3. But we find out the reason that Park switched it up like that because he's like, oh, there's more tiger cubs than I thought. So it's kind of like, I guess he's seen like, oh, more people have potential to be whatever we're looking for than I thought.
They have to unlock a key.
Some key, right? Correct. So
and how to do it is by channeling emotion.
Yeah, it could be fear, it could be pride, it could be all these different things. But I guess he saw that there's more people who could do that than he initially thought would be able to do that. So that's why he added top 3 on 303 terms instead of, I guess, another 1v1 like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And then I guess in that same conversation he called the 6, right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and summon the 6 because
I'm gonna summon the 6.
I'm gonna summon the 6 because Nox, which is the Colt,
the cultists,
they were moving. He's like, all right, the Colt's moving, we gotta move, so let me summon the 6. So the 6 ends up being like Park and one dude with like one missing arm, old dude, but he's raw, who's also Park's teacher, and some other cats. I guess they're gonna train some of the Cubs, right? Some of the cats who graduated, who won. Right.
to get them prepped, because a lot of them weren't using powers.
Right.
But if you move on to some of these other cats who are in the tournament, they using powers.
Correct. Which you can transit to the other one. So we see the dude with the green long hair and the smug dude that you talked about in the last episode. We see them, and then we see them like sparring using like crazy powers, like just like it's nothing, right? Like my man opened up a black hole with teeth, and your boy fire ringed it out, and they was just like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna see you in the tournament, we're gonna scrap this out. It's like, whoa, like no hands, just like all sorts of crazy power joint, right? So it's like, man, they not holding. It's getting wild, bro.
They opened up the can on this one.
Open up the can, like let you know, like, oh, y'all thought that hand-to-hand cool stuff was doing. Y'all thought that was it, but like, nah, we really about to turn up a whole nother level of crazy anime stuff.
So you mentioned Park summoning the 6, right?
Yeah.
And the old man showed up. My man Park got a shadow clone. What was that?
He did something like some sort of Itachi type of nigga fake jutsu, like nigga, it ain't there, I'm over here type of joint. So yeah, that was cool, man. Like, and again, it's like, what kind of abilities do they have, right? So I mean, we've seen them summon avatars, but now we're seeing them doing all sorts of manner of the gamut of special abilities, right? So we were expecting the avatars, but now we're like, okay, cool, y'all can do all sorts of crazy stuff. And so our chick Mira sees the announcer dude, right? Yeah. Who turns out to be blind, which we didn't know that. Which, how is he calling the play-by-plays if he was blind, bro? Like, I'm curious.
Maybe he got like some
like Daredevil type of system, right? Something like that. Like he yeah. So we see him, and he kind of gives Mira some encouragement. Your boy, the old dude, is training with Jin, or we assume that he is on his own.
So rewind though. So the announcer talks to her, and he tells her that I actually became blind because I got blinded by the moon
sword style,
moon sword style. And he was like, he was like, you just haven't learned how to channel it or something like that yet. So he told her, he was like, all you need to do is put your emotion into the sword. She was like, emotion into the sword. So I feel like maybe like it's gonna be like she gonna probably be getting slapped up in like the weakest link in the tournament, and then all of a sudden she's like, she realizes, he told me to put the emotion into my sword, and she gonna swing that wooden sword and
slice it. So all this stuff is happening, and then like I'm like, okay, cool, like we just learn it, and then bodies start dropping, bro. Like
the assassins from Nox.
From Nox, right? And that surprised me. So your boy, the blonde dude, was getting ready to leave, and because he had his wife and his kid with her, so he gave the kid to the wife, said go off, and then the Nox dude had to be hiding in a furry suit, and ended up scrapping with your boy, and just gives him the work. We find out later that he dies, right? And then while the crew of commissioners and Park are like, oh snap, our announcer died.
R.I.P. Q.
R.I.P. Q. My man Q died. I didn't know his name was Q, but the dude that Jin had to fight in the tournament, the commissioner, he gets murked by the same dude. So I'm like, yo, this dude is nasty. Like, and he said that Q was one of the strongest commissioners. He's like, I knocked out
one of the strongest
commissioners. So it's like,
and Mori pushed him, right? That's what happened. He pushed him down. That's when he got pissed off and
went to
summoned the beast or whatever. Yeah.
So it's like I beat up, or I killed one of the strongest commissioners. Like, I'm like, yo, so this dude is raw. Like, he's really about it. So man, like, I was like, this is crazy. So that's how it ends, and I'm just like, what? Like. And then also the tournament is getting ready to start.
So now it's like cool. So you gave us like a whole episode of just like dropping bombs on us and giving us hints, more information, and got us asking more questions. And then all of a sudden, the tournament about to start. So it's almost like okay, this fighting is about to be dope as hell, but I need y'all to answer some of these questions.
and they're gonna they're gonna answer it like in small sections in between fights. It's like scrap. Somebody's gonna be down, and then they'll fill in some things. Because Park said something to Han about like Charyeok, some sort of like powers.
So the
Charyeok.
I can't say it, but he's basically saying that's what the god of high school is for, or what it is because it's like these people are summoning powers from like
other worlds and
otherworldly beings.
Yeah.
Like
gods
and
demons
like
and beasts and all sorts of things. And so he just said it, but like we're like, okay, how do you do it? Like, is there a certain area you gotta do it? Like, what's the condition? Like, we don't know none of that. He just said that's what they're doing. So, I will admit, I am a sucker for tournament style animes, right? Like you always see it, and even in books too. Like I like tournament styles. When we read the Unsold, and my man Lyndon was like going through the like, I'm just like I like tournament style joints. Dragon Ball Z did it. Yu Yu Hakusho does it. Hunter x Hunter. Any anime that has like a good tournament arc, I'm like, oh snap! Like we're gonna see all these cool type of abilities getting thrown and all these cool things. So it like the next level tournament arc, I'm already excited. Like, oh snap! Like y'all gave me a preview of what y'all can do. Now I'm about to see what really happens in the tournament style. Like what happened, what's going on.
And the thing is, they changing rules up on us. So tell them what you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen after this level. Yeah. Right. So
exactly, like
we never knew what was going to happen after the original level, and so it could go anywhere. Yeah, it could go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Did you see? Was there a group of the cultists in the teams? It like there was a team full of road cats. Did you see that?
I did see that.
And I was like, oh, they got a squad. Like they're in there. Like, but are they but they outside the tournament too? Like, what's going on? You know, like I don't know. I don't know
what Knox got cooking up.
I don't know
what they trying to do. You think you reached the top, but then you at the bottom tier, bro. You got you ain't seen the top dude.
There's a Thanos back in the back cut somewhere, just like what's going like y'all think y'all doing something over there? Like wait, as soon as y'all get the try me, then I'm gonna show y'all y'all really doing
that. I'm really just waiting because I need that one special cat to unlock the key so I can come and get what I need and turn up.
Right? So but nah, man, I expect more fighting, bigger threats to show up, new abilities to be discovered, the trio to, get closer. I don't know.
You don't know, like if people specialize in summoning certain things or pulling powers from certain like animals or gods or whatever have you. So it's like, so what's Mori's specialty going to be?
Right. Because
you don't know. Yeah. What's Dawei's? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. There's a lot we don't know. They gave us a bunch, and then I'm still just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm excited to watch and find out, man. Like it's dope. It is definitely dope. So thank you guys for watching another episode. Thank you for clicking on that cool thumbnail. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.